towards B for Visa Crew Blaze.
Yeah, just gonna be Ness jump peeking down long. Hero sees just the one player. Early wall comes out, and yeah, Neon tried to slip in front of that one. Not quite gonna make it in time.
So the wall stalls him out for a moment, but Crew still ready to go here. Flash through the wall. And in goes Dodds. Not finding anyone just yet. They're gonna wrap towards Elbow and Ness. Little too much to deal with there. She goes down alone, but Sarah's reaction is great. Would have loved for more than one.
Giant X, no position on site. Although they did throw that flood smoke coming out there. And here got that one down before Miori wrapping around the corner. No one's looking at Elbow. What's going on? Double shocks. The nades coming.
Squad. I think playing at home, playing against a squad that is proven potent, almost beat G2, I think that would be a win here. It would be such a big kind of proof of how good this team actually can be. There's questions of how legit a second seed Giant X is.
Especially with debuting this new comp. So much stall there. You can already see that wall being put down into showers. This time having a lot more effectiveness. And the pulse around that just got instantly broken, and Crew able to get past that. And really my question for the rest of this half is how much do Crew want to try to like force their way through the Viper wall, the Sage wall, and blitz their way onto a site? And how much do they want to just like play these early rounds to bait out those critical pieces of util, and then, you know, wait out the rest of the round, wait the 35 seconds for that one to fall, and go on with their lives, really.
For Biasic as an IGL too, I think figuring out that slower pace, they in LATAM are so dominant, sometimes just get to run around, rely on some of the star power from players like Dot. So Giant X, again, looking down the barrel of a similar start from Crew.
Yeah, so far we've just seen Crew play B-Long, play for Showers control early on. There's a creep going on outside Showers right now. Kunir takes down Smurfette. That's a big one for Crew to come away with initially.
Does feel a little early walking that deep for Smurfette, takes that risk. And now that's one of the big tools for Giant X out of this round.
Yeah, the call came in. Hey, there's all this presence down B-Long. We saw Yoru flashes, we saw neon stuns, we saw it all.
And that is the same exact util pattern they showed on the pistol round when there was 4 players there.
Exactly, Smurfette thought she could step up. And now actually has called her teammates to do a very similar step up outside of Showers. Pretty interesting that.
Can Crew catch this rewalk? Romy responsible for it. Maori swings way ahead of her teammate, but there's no way Romy expects a second. Jelena will mop that one up, but on the other side, Crew into the site scot-free.
Yeah, look, if 2 people are flanking at that point in the round, it means the B site is absolutely cooked. I like that from Crew, playing really good extremity control. And I think that's important, right? Because you look at this comp on paper and you think, oh, a double duelist, Neon, Yoru, they just want to go flying into the site. You know, 5 hitting on repeat, but Crew do play this map very nicely, and I think it comes from the fact that they don't overplay their hand all the time. They're not going to let you sneak up on those extremities of the map, and you saw it right there.
The big question for me around this comp for Giant X is how they're going to manage to stall out these, because obviously they can stall early with the slow orb, with the walls from an accoutrement of agents. Everyone has something to stall out.
Are you paid by the syllable, Mimi? Like,
yeah,
what's that?
Trying to maximize that one. But once they're into the site, they don't actually have a lot of tools to deny that plan. They only have 2 mollies in this comp, and retake long.
All these 2 players move into Showers very quickly. They want to put bullets into that? They do. Yeah, just threatening the break on that so that Giant X can't fully rotate out of Showers.
It's the same thing twice now. A little bit of pressure from Crew. Smurfette walks up and dies.
It's always good. You're watching for that step up too. Good reset there from Jelena. Gotta respect that, but now she's gotta hightail it out of that one.
All that was going on though. A walk up from both sides again. GX working their way down short. Romy spots it out, but can't find the shot on the Sheriff.
Giant X are so active, but Dodd wants a little bit of the same. She's going back, wrapping around into lamps right now. Absolute madness. Miri has no idea where they're coming from. They're all over the place, and they're gonna keep on looking. Ness shuts that down, but as a flash comes in, there's nothing else you can do. Same time, Jelena slipped on back into sight. Can Crew jump into the teleporter? 2 players make it. There's no one left on B to stop the plant.
So it's a post-plant secure here. What did Giant X have to work back in? 1 Sky Flash, but a lot of utility on that harbor. Crew are gonna play on site. Keep 2 players close in. Sarah flashes out from spawn. But Biasic is wrapping back around from above his Kunir. Towards Showers, Dodds slides straight on in and deals with the problem. There are questions about how much Dodds can do on other agents but the Neon, but I don't think there's a doubt that she is one of the best when Dodds is locking in that Neon.
Yeah, Dodds is absolutely scary. It's crazy, and I'm really curious for the rest of this series. You know, it's a first time seeing Crew on this split. Is that a Neon map in modern era 2024?
I mean, they're making Bud a Neon map.
I think for Crew, they'd like to win on the Neon maps before going to a decider of Abyss. Smoke's gonna come down, and well, there's 2 dead.
Turkish Duelist has been shut down in these last few rounds. She has another chance. Sarah will bait in. Take a little pressure from that utility, but your ult has arrived, and Biazic knows all. Both Giant X players forced back towards elbow. A stun coming in, and Dodds is just gonna go straight on through. Can't find the kill though, and Sarah doubles up. Suddenly, Crew don't have a tip to this spear.
That is so major from Sarah. Smurfette has that rocket to get back into sight. Crew can't really get off of it either. They've got to hold their ground, using all that stall on CT to make sure those elbow players don't jump the gun and make it out, but there's still a lot of time for Giants to work with.
And a rocket for Smurfette if they want to use it.
Dog and flashes to follow.
Sarah's gonna wait for the util to go down. Michaela a chance. She doesn't convert off of it, and GX will just scale their way back into the site and deal with their final problem. So, Giant X tally up the score to 3 apiece now.
That is all Sarah in that round. I mean, look, Smurfette's up, stay alive here in Berlin.
Crew go fast up B long yet again. Sarah this time, considering contesting past it. Smurfette has the angle with the operator. Dodds walks straight
nasty.
in. That is
Massive
a
off
free
angle.
little opener there.
Watch up A short here. Yori and Jeline have played together very consistently, and Romy stepping straight into that shoulder scene around the corner. Biazic might want a little piece of it too. Push wall goes down onto short though, and that's just gonna stall things out. So far, Giant X, a couple of excellent openers.
Visa Crew plays, trying to look for an opportunity.
Uh-oh, there's a push down B long, and that's gonna allow this this stack to happen over on the B site. On the A side, rather. The permanent stall is now 4 players and the op rotate in.
Yeah, what can you do against that? Finally, they'll break through, but there's still a lot of straight up players holding the space here. GX have 3 on the other side of this smoke.
The flank is pressing in.
Once that fades, it'll be trouble, but for which team? Okay, it is Crew going down. GX straight that one out. Biazic. So same default we've seen a couple times now for Visa Crew Blaze.
But it is without, like, the walk-up showers,
Yeah.
for example. Early Sage Wall was placed, so that's been pretty consistently done by Ness. And what this allows Giant X to do is focus on just 3 lanes.
Yori's getting dogged out here. No, she's just getting swung by a couple, and not finding the kill there is gonna turn this into a bit of a tough situation for Giant X now.
The thing is, Crew, because they've been playing 3-1-1, they don't really want to accelerate into B site. And Sarah, now that she recognizes her team's at a numbers disadvantage, the IGL is going to decide to creep down B long and take that space for herself again.
There might just be a gap here. Dodds is going into the A site. But that Sky is slowly working on this flank, and you see how the way Giant X is playing around that.
Oh no.
Never mind, it's all gone wrong. Now Crew hits a teleport, and this flank could still find value.
Yeah, they got past Sarah, but now Sarah's gonna be there so quickly. 5 to 10 seconds before that one snaps online.
But remember the ults, they have so many tools on Giant X. Sarah activates the flank, gets hers. Now the reaction for Crew. They'll fight into spawn, and Biazic has to go for more, running out of bullets.
They're gonna
the classic in hand.
They're gonna TP out with the spike. Konir left herself over on the A site, and now Biazic is stuck on B. It's a madness round, baby.
Biazic is still in B. The Sky is flanking back through spawn. Giant X is completely separated. Smurfette needs to clear this angle. She will not. Crew have somehow turned this chaotic situation into an advantage, and Sarah, who has been working her way through spawn this entire round, is again spotted out. You're not giving her anything. Michaela spotted as well, but there's already so little time.
Yeah, they're just playing with her. The barest of jiggle peaks. And Sarah just felt like she was kind of playing offsides the entire game because of how VZ Crew Blaze were abusing the teleporters.
And to me, that is the quintessential round when you were watching VZ Crew Blaze back in LATAM, right? They're so good at kind of creating these chaotic moments and just leaning in to the team fighting. She's been so potent with that all tournament long, and it's the same quick opener down long. Sarah wanna test this one. Dog going in.
Every piece of utility VZ Crew Blaze can yoink away from Sarah's Sky is a massive win. She only gets 3 real abilities per round.
She's been pushed all the way back. You see, all across the map, GIANTx is playing all these just forward contact angles.
I'm looking at A short right now. Bjozek wants to step forward. Use that Viper's wall against her. There's some good spam coming in, but the wall gets pulled down. Miori can't win the fight.
But that's such a good trade from Jelena. Keeps this 4v4.
And those two, that duo has been playing so nicely together on A short.
Sarah is going to be tested here. Dodds running straight into her face and a spam through the wall. That'll get the job done. Jelena tried to go for a TP and meet up with Smurfette. That doesn't work out. Now the second teleport also eating up some damage. Smurfette, though, will defend her teammate, and now the Sage res available.
It's going to be a 3v3, and there's a Raze Rocket. It doesn't matter if Smurfette has the op. Actually giving that one to Jelena. They can get back into the site. It'll be up to Dodds Michaela back on site. The first line of defense here for VZ Crew Blaze.
Getting out of Puka is a challenge, though. The Rocket should help with that endeavor. Stun misses. Rocket will find Kunir. Smurfette needed to do a bit more. Down to a 1v1, and Jelena does not know where Michaela is. Time is working against her. The orb onto the spike, but Michaela just outside. Runs in. 5-4. Bit of a half bite here for GIANTx.
Yeah, Smurfette, the real rifle. Gonna have her teammates bait for her. Flash goes up, she swings around. That's the one, but that spike's out in the open now.
The rifle, that is, not gonna be able to be recovered. And Crew come out the better of that engagement. They'll rotate back towards A. Site's open.
Get the 2-for-1 and leave. No problem. Wait, that's a Seekers as well. Oh, that's Crew Seekers.
Indeed.
No problem. Especially with only 3 players alive, that ability is giga-busted.
Perfect information at this point in the round.
I was half expecting Miori to go for a late TP pinch. I mean, honestly, with those players going down, that's 2.5 rifles really for GIANTx. They can try to get up to some funny business here, back onto the site.
Yeah, Crew does not want to let this one slip away.
It's a good choice.
Bjozek holding. Spots out the first player. A flash, again, just buying time for the team. Another flash in hand, and Sarah is so wide on that swing. Kinnear just past the wall, swings in as well, and suddenly this one is flipped into even territory. The Viper down, Pit falling, so a lot asked of Michaela again, but she can see that spike. She knows Jelena's holding it down in the spam. Oh, it doesn't work out. Is there time? Jelena just doesn't.
Who's next?
Yoruwalt used. Similar scene we've seen before. But this time, GIANTx will react walking down short. Yori's gonna go pretty quickly here. Dodds already flanking, fast around, sliding straight into their face. And Jelena...
Bjozek is just in spawn.
What
Died
is
to Miori.
happening?
An absolutely mad fake attempt over onto the A site, where now GIANTx are the attackers, effectively.
Okay. It's gone back to normalcy a little bit
This is a
here.
Crew game, people.
Yeah, straight up just taking the B site at this point, and that will be uncontested, but look at the retake tools. Harbor ult's available.
Romy getting active into elbow. Romy's gonna win this round back. It's by finding these players back in spawn, but doubling up like that is just not gonna happen.
Kinnear has to back away. Now though, Michaela flashes into spawn, but only one player is blind, and that won't do. Kinnear 1v5.
They just keep coming.
Yeah, GIANTx really winning out a critical round there, and also not having to use a lot of tools. They still have the Harbor ult for the last round.
I feel like they've had that Harbor ult